Hello, my dear students. Hope you all are fit and fine. We are back again with our new English chapter, which is chapter number 4, Ricky Tikki Tavi. So, students, our today's chapter, Ricky Tikki Tavi, is a very interesting story about a mongoose and snakes, two snakes, and this story is written by a famous English writer, Rudyard Kipling. He is well known for his stories. He used to write stories, and one of his famous work include The Jungle Book, which you must have heard about. A movie is also based on this book, featuring the character of Mowgli. So this story is written by Rudyard Kipling. So students, let's start our story. Chapter number 4, Rikki Tikki Tavi. At the beginning of the story, there is an activity given over here also, in which you have to share your experiences about snakes. Have you ever seen any snake? What was your reaction on seeing that snake? And do you know any person who is very friendly with snakes? And have you ever seen a mongoose? Students, what is a mongoose? Do you know? Mongoose is a small animal with fur, and in Hindi we call it nevla. Now let's start our story. We will start from the green line which is written after this activity. Now read a story featuring a mongoose and a snake. You know, students, that a mongoose and a snake are known as enemies. They are not at all friendly with each other. Instead, a mongoose often kills the snake. So let's begin. It had rained heavily all night. Teddy, a young boy of 10, ran out into the garden. He saw a mongoose lying wet and still on the grass. "Here is a dead mongoose," Teddy called out to his mother. So, students, the opening para of the story introduces us with a young boy who is of 10 years old and whose name is Teddy, and it is daytime, and Teddy is having a walk in his garden while it had rained heavily all night. Previous night it had rained heavily, and now it is the daytime, and the Teddy is having a walk in his garden, and while he was having a walk, he saw there was a mongoose lying on the grass, and the mongoose was still and wet. He was not having any movement in his body, and he was completely wet. On seeing that mongoose, Teddy called out to his mother that, "Mama, here is a dead mongoose lying in our garden, and come here and let's bury him. We will bury him in the soil." Now let's read further. "No," said Teddy's mother. "His heart is beating faintly. Perhaps he will live. Let's take him inside and dry him." So, when Teddy called out to his mother that dead mongoose is lying in our garden and we will bury him, then his mother saw that mongoose and she said to Teddy that no need to bury him because the mongoose is still alive. His heart is beating faintly. Faintly means slightly or with very slow motion. So Teddy's mother said that mongoose heart is still beating slightly or slowly, and maybe he will live. Let's take him inside and we can dry him and try to make him live a little longer. Now let's read the next para. Teddy's father wrapped him up in an old woolen muffler and placed him near the fire. The mongoose sneezed. Teddy and his parents delighted. They gave him some meat and then took him outside. He sat in the sun and shook his long, fluffy tail till it looked like a bottle brush. So, students, what happened next? When Teddy's mother took that mongoose inside the house, Teddy's father wrapped that mongoose in a old woolen muffler and placed that mongoose near the fire so that it can get dried up. And as soon as Teddy's father put that mongoose near the fire, suddenly the mongoose sneezed, and on hearing that sneeze, Teddy's parents were very happy, and Teddy was also very happy. They were delighted. Delighted means very pleased or very happy, because they were happy because the mongoose was still alive, and now he was gaining back his consciousness. And once the mongoose was conscious again, Teddy's family gave him some meat to eat, and after that they took him outside the house. And outside the house, mongoose sat in the sunlight, and he shook his tail, his long tail. He shook his long tail. Shook, the word shook means move quickly. He started moving his tail very quickly till his tail looked so fluffy, just like a bottle brush. Now let's read the next para. Soon Teddy and the little mongoose became very good friends. The mongoose would run through the tall grass crying, "Rikki tikki tikki tikki." Teddy used to laugh at him and started calling him Rikki Tikki Tavi. So this para tells us that soon Teddy and that little mongoose became very good friends, and the mongoose started living with them, and he used to run in their garden, in Teddy's garden, and he used to make a sound which seems as if he is saying Rikki Tikki Tikki Tikki. So Teddy used to laugh at his this sound production, and finally Teddy gave him the name of Rikki Tikki Tavi. So here this para tells us that this story is based upon the name of that mongoose, Rikki Tikki Tavi. Now let's read further. One morning, Rikki Tikki was wandering about in the garden. There he saw Nag, the big cobra, and his wife Nagina. Although Rikki Tikki was young, he knew that snakes were his enemies. Nag also knew that a mongoose in the garden meant death for him and his family. It was night. Teddy carried Rikki Tikki to his bed as usual. So students, these lines tells us that one morning Rikki Tikki was wandering about in the garden of Teddy's family. Wandering, what do you mean by the word wandering? Wandering means to walk slowly in a relaxed way. So this mongoose was walking slowly in a relaxed way in the garden. He was having a very nice walk in the garden when he saw a big cobra in the garden. Cobra is a category of snakes, and the name of that cobra here is Nag. So this mongoose Rikki Tikki saw a big Nag and his wife Nagina in the garden. Though Rikki Tikki or this mongoose was small, yet he knew that snakes are their enemies. On the other hand, the Nag or cobra also knew that when a mongoose is residing in our garden, it is very unsafe for us, because mongoose often kill snake. So the cobra knew that having a mongoose means death for him and his family. Then the last two lines of this page depicts the scene of night, as it was a night time, and Teddy took that mongoose to his bed as usual. Teddy used to take him to his bed, and that night also he took Rikki Tikki to his bed. Now let's read further on the next page. But as soon as the boy was asleep, Rikki Tikki went off for his nightly walk round the house. As he moved about, he heard a faint sound. It came from the bathroom of Teddy's parents. So students, as soon as this young boy Teddy fall asleep, Rikki Tikki get out of his bed and he went for his nightly walk around the house. And while he was having his nightly walk, he heard a faint sound, a slow sound coming from the bathroom of Teddy's parents. Now let's read further. Rikki Tikki quickly entered the bathroom. He could hear Nag and Nagina talking on the other side of the bathroom door. Nagina was telling her husband, "Kill the 3 people in the house. The mongoose will go away when there is no one left. Then we will have the garden to ourselves. So students, this para tells us the conversation which was going on between that Nag and his wife Nagina. When mongoose Rikki-Tikki heard the faint sound, he quickly entered into the bathroom of Teddy's parents to find out that from where that faint sound is coming. And when this Rikki-Tikki entered the bathroom, there he heard the conversation which was going on between the two snakes, Nag and his wife Nagina, in which Nagina was saying to Nag that let's kill all the three people, Teddy and his parents, who are living in this house, and when they all will be died, mongoose will automatically leave this area, and then we can have the garden all by ourselves, and then we will not have any kind of fear, and we can live here in the garden freely when there will be no person around or no mongoose living in this area. Now let's read the next para. Rikki-Tikki saw Nag slithering into the bathroom through the drain. Nag knew that Teddy's father would come to the bathroom around midnight, so he coiled himself up and went to sleep there. Rikki-Tikki was hiding behind the door watching. So students, these lines tells us that Rikki-Tikki, after hearing the conversation between Nag and Nagina which they were having behind the door or on the other side of the bathroom door, he saw that that Nag finally enters into the bathroom. He entered into the bathroom by slithering through the drain. Slithering means to move by sliding, and that Nag slides through the drain and entered the bathroom. Why Nag entered the bathroom? Because Nag and Nagina has just made the plan to kill Teddy's parents and Teddy as well in order to make that mongoose run away. So to finally give their plan and action, that Nag entered into the bathroom of Teddy's parent because he knew that at midnight Teddy's father will surely come into the bathroom, and at that time he will kill him there. So he coiled himself up and he went to sleep there while this Nag was sleeping there, and he was about to give his plan and action. He was not aware of this fact that someone has heard all their conversation and someone is watching him. And who that someone was? Yes, he was Rikki-Tikki. He was watching everything, he heard everything, so he was hiding behind the bathroom door and he was watching Nag. So students, you enjoying the story? Here our story is going very interesting. Let's read further to know what happened next. When Nag was fast asleep, Rikki-Tikki jumped on his head and dug his teeth into the snake's flesh. Nag was furious. He threw his head from side to side and Rikki-Tikki was flung against the wall again and again. Rikki-Tikki thought he was going to die. He was bleeding, but he did not let go of his hold of Nag's head. So students, this para tells us that before that Nag could attack Teddy's father, Rikki-Tikki attacked that Nag instead. And while Nag was sleeping in the bathroom, Rikki-Tikki attacked on his head. He inserted or he dug his teeth into the snake's flesh, and a snake was sleeping, the Nag was sleeping, he was not aware of anything, and as soon as his head got injured, Nag was very furious. Furious means very angry. Nag was furious when Rikki-Tikki attacked him, and he started moving his head from one side to another side, and Rikki-Tikki was also flung against the wall again and again. Flung means to throw. You can imagine that while Rikki-Tikki dug his teeth on his head, that snake started shaking his head very quickly, and as a result Rikki-Tikki was also thrown against the wall again and again. And this attacking injured both of them. The Nag was injured as well as Mongoose or Rikki Tikki was injured. Rikki Tikki was bleeding badly and he thought that now I am going to die. I will not be able to survive because he was so badly injured. But he did not let go of that Nag's hold. So he keep on digging his teeth into the Nag's head, though he was bleeding himself badly. Now let's read further on the next page. During the struggle, Nag's tail upset the mug and soap dish. They fell to the ground with a clatter. Suddenly the wild struggling stopped. Nag's head dropped down and did not move. Teddy's father, who had entered the bathroom on hearing the noise, had shot Nag with his gun. So students, while this fight was going on between the Nag and Rikki Tikki, the Nag's tail make the mug and soap dish fall on the ground with a clatter. Clatter means a rattling sound, and that dropping of mug and soap dish make a rattling sound, on hearing which Teddy's father get inside the bathroom to see that what's happening there, and when he saw the scene there, he shot the snake immediately with his gun, and finally that Nag died. Now let's read further. Teddy's father picked up the bleeding Rikki Tikki and went back to his bedroom. He asked his wife to put some medicines on Rikki Tikki's wounds. I killed the snake, he said, but Rikki Tikki saved our lives. Teddy's mother washed Rikki Tikki's wounds with medicine. She patted his sore head and gave him some toffees. Under her loving care, Rikki Tikki felt better. So he fluffed up his tail and ran off to Teddy's room. So students, the closing lines of the chapter tells us that after killing that snake, Teddy's father took up that Rikki Tikki who was badly injured, who was bleeding badly, and he took that Rikki Tikki to his wife and asked her to put some medicines so that he can feel better. And he also told his wife that I have killed the snake with my gun, but Rikki Tikki has saved our lives. How, students? Yes, because Rikki Tikki was hiding there, he was waiting for the right moment to kill that snake, and ultimately he was the one who injured the snake and saved them. So Teddy's mother finally put some medicine on Rikki Tikki's wounds and she petted him lovingly. She also gave him some toffees, and this care and love make Rikki Tikki to feel better, and he finally ran off to Teddy's room. So this was the end of the story. Very nice story. Hope you have understood the chapter nicely. We'll meet you on the next turn. Till then, take care, be safe and keep learning.